that lead back before the break. Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And this will be caught by its big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. A 1-yard. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught out in the left flat. Escapes the defender. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On first down, it's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it looks like Steeler football. It is. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert going deep here for Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Miles Killebrew with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Herbert on 3rd down now. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it to Williams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Herbert. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. On 1st and 10, Herbert. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On the give, this is Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Eckler, they run left side. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. Donald Parham, 27 yards. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Now Herbert. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Here's Ben. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now Ben. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Roethlisberger. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.
shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's your rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The line to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chopped it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this doesn't work. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. They'll roll him out right. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. A glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage. And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in him as well. I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. It's brought in by Harris. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. On the handoff, it's Snell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Benny Snell, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Roethlisberger looking to throw. It's complete. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
He's going to look deep down the field. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Cousins again. And this time will be intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he's into the clear. The 40. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And his throw here is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Right there, the fake worked out perfectly. The holder took the ball and found his man. A perfect fake field.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Cousins. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll throw again. Cousins escaping the pressure right. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Roethlisberger will throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And quickly to Thielen here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Play action now. Cousins. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. Jefferson the target. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Back to the ground, Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll dump this off to Cook. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Cousins will try and throw.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 46. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Cousins. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like what they did there, because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Well, not content with a 1st quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. So an onside kick fail in the 1st quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guy.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And that's caught at the 2. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter. And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Rolling to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick.
It's sad they pay me. I'll do this for free.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Following the interception, Cousins. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Cousins gives way to Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's caught at the 6-yard line. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, 54 yards. And the Steelers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Going up top. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. He juked him. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. He gets it complete to Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Harris is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Big Ben going to take it himself. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Roethlisberger keeps it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger keeping it himself from a yard out, and the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Oh, and I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Cousins on 1st down. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Cousins. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On play action, Cousins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 82 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Osborne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Cousins. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long for Cousins. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the...
Find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead. Roethlisberger looking to throw. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. First down, here's Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 14. And the return will stop right around the 25. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Johnson's got it complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And the catch made by Johnson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, 26 yards. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Throwing, Cousins. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwangu now from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Cousins. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action now. Roethlisberger to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. But Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Cook following the penalty. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's caught.
And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second-guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right.
He's got a man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Pat Freiermuth.
54 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Roethlisberger. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who are getting 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now left side on the swing pass. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you...
And my goodness, another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on 1st down...
And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. And now here's another interception. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it, and the return will stop right around the 25. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went... Yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Play fake. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And complete right side to Cook. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the red zone now, Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the... And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. Roethlisberger being chased out left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Back near the goal line, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And got his man, complete.
Give me some.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Cousins will try and throw. It's complete. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
His throw incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's going to let this one go deep. And now here is another interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down, Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Come on, boy. Come on.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunity.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Vigil drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And in for the Steelers touchdown. How about Ben Roethlisberger, his 5th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Oh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. Oh, and I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes, it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
How did that not connect? That's one of the rare deep balls he hasn't hit so far. 5 touchdowns already. And you see he's still airing it out. I wonder if he's getting run plays that are sent in, and he's switching them to deep passes.
He's going to take another shot here. And now here is another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Watt. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Derek Watt there to make the grab. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Cousins again. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They go play action. Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Looking deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talking about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Following the interception, Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Cousins. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. K.J. Osborne, 39 yards. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. Here's Cousins. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time. And my goodness, another interception. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 30 yards. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. Cousins to throw it. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it.
And now here's another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Cameron Hayward in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Hey, no, easy. Go ahead.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. And on that last this play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
But that, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stat.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Quick completion here to Johnson. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Cousins now. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to get a score back. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On play action, Cousins out to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Looking deep here for Ebron. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 39 yards. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. Oh, and I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Play action now. Cousins. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Cameron Hayward in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's caught, and someone pushes. He's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the two-point try. Throwing, Cousins. It's complete, and he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They'll try to run with Harris. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Cousins. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. A first down throw for Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.